What is going on, guys? Not Dead Yet here, back with another video. Today, I've got a special treat for you because today we are making Ethan Harold's, I don't know where I'm going to put him up, Ethan Harold's Anabolic, low-calorie cherry pie. He recently put this up. Go check it out. I'll link it in the description. It looks amazing. I tried his apple pie. Really good, really filling, and I cannot wait to get into this. Now, there's one thing I'd like to address before we get started, and that's what I am wearing. Now, I know the big thing for the Anabolic community is shirts off, apron on. I don't have an apron. I just don't. So, that's going to be a bit of a problem. So, in order to make up for it, I threw on the big pink boxing shorts. I love these. These are my favorite pair by far. Pink is my favorite color. Hopefully, Mama Swole approves. She loves pink, too. If you don't like pink, what are you doing? Real men wear pink. But if you guys are interested or have any ideas for an apron that I could buy, put your suggestions in the comments below. Mama Swole actually suggested Hello Kitty. I was considering maybe something with boxing where I, put it on and have like maybe the pants and like a belt wrapped around my waist or something. Or another thing I was considering was just straight maid. Just like Lolita style maid. So if you're interested in seeing me dress like a maid, let me know. I'll consider it. I'll see what you guys want and what kind of apron suggestions you guys have, and we'll see what happens. But until then, without further ado, let's get into this recipe. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is make the crust, and that starts with honey-made graham crackers. I got this box here. Ethan says you need one sleeve. Now, Ethan uses a meat tenderizer. That's what that's called. A meat cleaver is a knife, Ethan. To break these up. I am going the route that Rem takes and taking an ice cream scoop and putting them in a bag and smashing the ever-living shit out of them. Slide these into my graham cracker beating the shit out of bag and just start smashing. And we are done, I think. That was a little bit rough. You'd figure my right forearm would be used to a workout like that by now. But apparently not, but that is okay. We have our graham cracker crust. Okay, so the next ingredient is 62 grams of a protein powder. And the protein powder that I am going to use is a Cinnamon Toast Crunch, not a Cinnamon Toasted Cereal by Magnum Quattro. Okay, next, 2 grams of cinnamon. I actually ran out of cinnamon yesterday making French toast. So instead, I am going with pumpkin pie spice. I know, we're making cherry pie. This is pumpkin pie. Whatever. Extra flavor, right? So 2 grams of this. Plus, I already have cinnamon in the protein powder, so this is just extra flavor on top of extra flavor. Perfect, 2 grams. 15 grams of sweetener. I use no name brand. Use whatever you want. As long as you get 15 grams of it in there. There we go, 15 grams of sweetener. Now we mix it. Ethan uses a spoon. I'm not going to use a spoon because I have a whisk. So I'm going to just take my whisk and whisk all this stuff around until it's nice and relatively evenly combined. Alright, I think that's good. I think we got it nice and combined. Here's what it looks like for this camera. Here's what it looks like on this end. Now, he calls for 110 grams of Walden Farm syrup. I'm actually going to use Miss Buttersworth because I just find that it cooks better. Perfect. And now we go in with a spoon and we mix. I am going to remove it from your field of view from the phone camera there because I just know this is not going to go well. Now we mix. Now, if you're looking at it, it's getting there. Can you see? I just spilled like a ton of it on the floor, but I do not care. I'm still going. I'll clean it up later. That was massive smooth brain on my part. We're starting to get somewhere here. Look at that. That actually looks like a decent crust. Like Ethan did, I'm probably going to taste test this a little bit, but considering I have about a quarter of it on the floor there, I'm probably going to try and scoop as much of this back into here as possible, so just give me 1 second. You know, another thing too, I always thought, haha, look at that idiot who fucking spills stuff when they go to show the camera something they're making, well, it goes to show what I know, right? Whip out the pie tray. Cap off. Shake her up. And give her a spray. Now, maybe that might have worked out. Ethan said he had a 9-inch pie tray. I think mine might be a little bit smaller than that. But it's okay. I'm used to being a couple inches smaller than other guys. You get used to it after a while. The comments don't really bother you as much, you know. It can be frustrating, admittedly, but you know, you find ways to deal with it. It's tough being 5'7". Alright, that's about as much as I can get. I'm going to try to smooth this out using this spatula coated with this cooking spray. And see how that goes. Yeah, so this coated in cooking spray, we're going to start by just kind of smoothing this stuff out a little bit. And then we want to get it into the finer nooks and crannies of the pie tin. I will probably switch to Ethan's tinfoil method. So, actually, things turned out pretty good with this because my pie tray is a little bit more angled out than Ethan's was. I was actually able to kind of get it in there without even really needing to use the tinfoil, so that's good. Alright, so I got this big bag of frozen cherries here. Ethan said around 700 is what you want. So I have this, and then this half-eaten bag of cherries that I use. We'll start with this, and then we shall add in 100 grams more of this. Done. 10 grams of Jello mix. The whole package is 11.2 grams. Do I really want to save 1.2 grams of Jello mix? The answer is no. 3/4 of a cup of sweetener. Okay. Let's throw in a little bit more pumpkin pie spice. So now we turn it down to a low heat. I'm putting it to 2. And let it simmer. Okay, so the oven just hit 350. We are going to take our pie crust, open it up, shove it in. Ooh, that is warm. Okay, 6 minutes. Now we wait. Right, top crust, top crust. So, Ethan, he says that you should use full slices, but I figure if I'm just making a crust anyway, what better way to use up all of my end pieces? You need about 9 slices of bread, and I weighed out 9 slices of my bread, and it came to roughly 250 grams of bread. So I'm going to take my end pieces and weigh out 250 grams of end pieces. There is the timer for the crust. Let me find my oven mitt and pull that out. Yes, I know you're all disappointed that the oven mitt doesn't look like a boxing glove. I am too, but again, I don't have an apron. What do you expect from me? So, let's pull this out. Ethan, unlike Ethan, I am not that big of an idiot to where I decide to just randomly reach into my oven and pull out a fucking hot pie tin with my bare hands. Either that or he's just way tougher than me and he just wants to flex and he's just like, yeah, you think you're tough, you're a boxer? Watch this. Yeah, I'm not doing that, man. I'm sorry. My hands are beaten to shit as it is, and as much as they are going to die, probably, considering how much I punish them, I would like to keep whatever nerve endings I still can. Okay, so, Ethan, you said imagine what would happen if there was an end piece in the blender when you made your pie.
Look how nice that looks. Imagine if a butt piece was in there.
Well, no need to imagine anymore, my friend. This is what it looks like. Y'all ready for Ethan to go all Remington James on my ass?
Whoa, 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 whoa. And the fact that you edited this video and put it out is kind of insulting. Good Lord. All right, now I'm upset. Now I'm mad.
Anyway, actually, since I'm gonna be over here, can I move the mic? I can move the mic. Look at me moving the mic. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me better now. But we have our end pieces. Next, we need egg whites. 237 grams. In we go. 238. Good enough. It'll make up for all the protein that is on the ground right now that I still have not cleaned up. 45 grams of protein. Next. Tablespoon of xanthan gum, I believe. If my memory serves correctly. And it almost never does. 20 grams all-purpose flour. 7 grams of coconut flour. 2 grams of baking powder. Okay, that's it. Blender for a minute. 3, 2, 1. And we are back. Okay, so I just punched my microwave. I hope it's okay. I punched pretty hard. Believe it or not. Okay, so now this is what it's looking like. Looking pretty good. So Ethan recommends you take some sort of spatula. I'm gonna take this one and just kind of scrape down the sides. Lid's back on. Blender's back on, and we are gone for 1 other minute. Okay, bye. And we're back. Okay, so I punched my microwave again. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is what it's looking like when it all is said and done. Looks pretty good to me. Lay your baking sheet out flat. Grab some nonstick. Spray her down. That's what we're looking like. Now we somehow have to get this onto this. So here, actually it's coming off pretty well. Oh, wow, that came off way easier than I thought it would. Also, Ethan, you call me a psychopath because of my end pieces and the sandwich. I'm really curious as to how you feel about me licking the blade like this. Let me know. And now it's just a matter of spreading. I think this is good enough. I'm not really going to make it look pretty. I think this looks nice enough to me as it is. 7 minutes at 350. So I've got 350 and it goes for 7 minutes. Okay, so while we wait for that, I'm going to spoon in my cherries into this pie tin. Okay, so that is filled to the absolute brim and it is spilling. Oh, that is not good. That is not good at all. Oh, race against time. Okay. We got it. Okay, so I overfilled that. Well, this is bad. I didn't really want to have to do that, but desperate times call for desperate measures. So now that we averted disaster, the top of our pie should be coming out in about 10 seconds. So, there it is. Allow us, or me, to... Oh, hey, look at that. Okay. So if... Ouch. And I make fun of Ethan, and I do the exact same thing. Absolute smooth brain. I'm gonna do what Ethan said now and trim this up. Let's do it. Oh no, it's spilling again. I'll clean it up after. Whatever. This is way overfilled. So now we lift. Oh god. Oh, I got an idea. Uh-oh, there it goes, there it's on the floor. Alright. Pour it out. Pour one out for my boy. Pour one out for the homies at home. Pour one out for me having to clean up all of this. So here's what we're looking like. I'm just... Oh shit. Well, at least you guys get to see me struggle. At least this wasn't like all for naught. I'm actually gonna dump this out a little bit more. There it is. I think that's a little bit more manageable. Just gonna slide this into here. While that is doing that, I am going to clean up my kitchen a little bit. I will see you all in 8 minutes when everything is done, and after that it'll just be the taste test. Okay, so bad news is my kitchen is still a mess. I have this massive mountain of dishes behind me, and I'm gonna have to clean all that up later. Good news though is it does not seem like I have spilled or anything on or stained my favorite pair of boxing shorts. So that's a big plus, and even better news, the pie is done. Let's pull it out of the oven and see how it looks. We're gonna go with 2 hands here. Unlike Ethan, who did it with 1 and almost dropped it as he pulled it out of the... And I spilled some more shit. Okay, whatever. Here's how it looks. It's not the prettiest, but it's mine. I'm pretty sure that's it for now. I will see you guys later when I do the taste test. Okay everyone, so it is the next day, and I'm ready to try my pie. I had to wait about a day to kind of make sure the pie was ready to eat. Obviously, as you saw, I put in way too much water, and if I tried to cut the pie yesterday, the water would have just spilled out everywhere, more than it did anyway, because it spilled all over the place yesterday. So yeah, I don't really know what I did wrong. So if you're making this pie, let it sit for a day. Because as you can see, it turned out quite nice. It's got a nice consistency. The jello thickened up a little bit and it made it all nice, and it gave it some structure. Whereas when I put it in the fridge last night, it was very, very watery. Ethan's didn't seem to do that when he ate his. I'm pretty sure he ate his the same day, so I'm not really sure what I did wrong. Maybe, you know, Ethan, when you watch this, let me know what I did wrong. You could say that maybe it's because I didn't measure my cherries properly, but the roughly 700 grams of cherries fit perfectly into the pie tin. It was more the water. So what I would recommend if you were to make this recipe is reduce the water maybe from half a cup to maybe a third of a cup of water and let it simmer with everything else being the same. Or just don't be like me and try and dump all the water from the pot into your pie. Again, I don't know what I did wrong. I really don't. But it still turned out really, really nice. So here's the pie. Here it is. Little whipped cream. Never hurt anybody. But I will say too, if you're going to make this, I'm not telling you the macros. I'm not doing it. I ain't giving it to you. Go check out his video. Like it. Subscribe it. It's criminally underviewed. So without further ado, let's grab our fork, let's grab our knife, and let's eat this pie. There's the bite. It's got a little bit of everything. 3, 2, 1. That is really good. Like, actually, really, really good. Like, this tastes like a legit cherry pie. I recommend you guys try this. I'm not really just gonna sit here and go, because what's the point? It's delicious. Like, honestly speaking, 100%. Like, I love pie, I love cherries, and like, all of this is incredible. So, give it a try for yourself. Check out his video. I'll have it linked. Please show him some love. Subscribe to him. All that, everything. I'm turning off the camera now so I can properly enjoy this pie. And until next time, I'm not dead yet. And if you aren't either, there's always a tomorrow waiting for you. I suggest you make this pie.